All right, so continuing on from my last video where we just did a basic breakdown of the macronutrients and their functions within the body, we're just going to go through how to set up a diet. So I've had a few questions lately on how you set up your diet and how you work out your maintenance calories and whatnot. So just got here, just a basic one. So an 80 kilo male. So the way we work out the initial calories is your body weight times 35. So 80 by 35, 2,800. So the 2,800 is the maintenance calories. So these are the calories that if you take them in, then you will maintain your body weight. So to work out the macronutrients, so the recommended daily intake between 2.5 for protein is 2.5 to 3 grams per kilo. So I like to set my protein pretty high. So we'll go for 3. So 3 by 80, 240. So your recommended protein intake for the day is 240 grams, which is quite high, which is good. And then fats. So I like to set my fats quite low. So they recommend between 0.5 to about 1 gram per kilo. So 0.5 is the threshold. So if you go any lower than that, it's gonna start messing up with your hormones and everything, and all the things that we spoke about in the last video. It's just going to affect all that. So I like to set them at 0.05 per kilo. So that leaves us with 40 grams of fats for the day. And then the way we work out the carbs is just the remainder. So there's actually some calculations that need to be done, but obviously I'm not going to do that on camera because then you'll see my VCal brain going to work, and we don't want that. So obviously we've got the protein and fats already worked out, but the way we work out the remainder calories, so with protein, 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, and that is the same with carbs, but with fats, 1 gram of fats is 9 calories. So what we would do is protein, so 240 times 4, and then we go fats, 40 times 9, and then the remainder, which I worked out before, is 370. All right, so I'll just do the calculations for it. So we have 240 times 4, so that equals 960. So 240 times 4 equals 960. And then we got 40 times 9, 360. And then we've got the remainder. So what you do is you get 2,800, then you minus the, so that's 1320. So 2,800 minus 1320. So 1,480. So we're not gonna have 1,480 grams of carbohydrates, even though that would be, that would be a dream, but that's not the final. So 1480, and then we'll divide that by 4 because 1 gram of carbs, 4 calories. So divide that by 4, 370. So there you go. So you have your protein intake. So your final protein intake. So that'll be obviously 240 grams. Your fats equals 40. And then your carbs equals 370. So that's how you work out your diet for a male. So yeah, it's pretty simple once you get through, work it all out. But yeah, I hope that helps with how you can set up your diet, and yeah, give it a try and see what you can get. And then we'll go on to how we can work out a surplus and a deficit in the next video. All right, so for females setting up a diet, there's a few minor changes just in what we multiply it by. So I've gone for 65 kilo female. So 65 by 28. So that's the difference. So for males it's 35, for females it's 28. So 65 by 28 equals 1020. So 1,820 is their maintenance calories for a 65 kilo female. So protein, 2.5. So 2.5 is high protein intake for females. So 2.5 grams per kilo. So multiply 2.5 by 65. So that equals 162.5 grams of protein daily. With the fats are the same. So just that threshold of 0.5 per kilo, same as the males. We could go higher. It's just on preference, but I like to set them quite low. So 0.5 by 25, 32.5. So with the carbs, obviously the remainder. So carbs 219.5. So we've worked all that out. So we'll go protein equals 162.5. Fats equals 32.5. And carbs equals 219.5. So that's how you work out the females. So just a little bit of difference between the males. So yeah, plug in your weight and then just vary between. So with the protein for females, 2 to 2.5. So you can set that as varied as you want. I recommend a high protein intake. That's just me, but you may be different. With fats, obviously I've set it at the lowest, but you can go up to one gram per kilo if you like a lot of fats in your diet. And then that's just obviously just going to take more carbs away. So carbs is always the remainder. So if you're rather having some avocado than some pasta, then feel free to change it. Yeah, so that's how you work it out. So obviously the end calories, 1820 calories. So that's the maintenance calories. And then we'll go into how we can work out a calorie deficit and a calorie surplus for both males and females in the next video. So try work out your maintenance calories. Just use the same calculations here, and let me know how you go.